Hello people on the internet. My name is Josh Stevenson from Invest North. I'm here to tell you about an amazing opportunity in real estate today. Now I know a lot of you are thinking the Toronto market is so pricey, Southern Ontario, so expensive. How am I going to get my first income property? Well, the answer is to look north. I want to tell you my story and hopefully you can learn something from it and use it for your own advantage. 14 years ago, I was living in Toronto and my wife got pregnant. We had our first child and I didn't have $500,000 for a house. So what we did was move up the road to Barrie. We bought a duplex for $270,000. We rented out half, we lived in the other, and the tenants paid our mortgage, our utilities, and a few other things. And we had enough money to live on with my meager teaching salary for a starting teacher. So as I was getting this career started, 5 years passed, and then I realized that the Barrie market had exploded. There was equity in everyone's home. So what I did was I took the equity out and looked for a deal. Unfortunately, the Barrie market was too expensive. I couldn't buy the things I wanted. So I looked up the road again to Aurelia. I took my equity and I borrowed money from a family friend and I borrowed money from a family member, and I went on a shopping spree. I found a fourplex for $200,000, which is unheard of in this day and age, and a duplex and a triplex, both for $220,000 each. I admit it, I got lucky. I was at the right place at the right time, but I saw a pattern emerge. These higher property values, it was moving north. So in order to take advantage of this, I started a joint venture company called Invest North. And my partner and I looked to the north to markets that were still affordable. The first place we found had steady job growth, it had houses appreciating in value, and it had very strong rents. And the place that met all these criterion points was North Bay. North Bay checked all the boxes. It had manufacturing, it had a mine, it had a good service industry, it had a university and a college. So once all these boxes were checked, we put together a strong team. We found an amazing real estate agent, we found a mortgage broker, we found a great home inspector, the tradespeople we needed in case anything went wrong, a real estate lawyer, and then we bought buildings starting with single family homes. Now, single-family homes are your best friend when you're far away because you move a family in, the right family, and they treat it like their own home. They're going to maintain it well and hopefully have a good sense of pride living there if it's a decent house. This is why we bought our first place being a turnkey place. It was $160,000. It rents for $1,400, and every month it puts $552 in our pocket. Single family homes require less of your attention. So this is the direction we went. Once we were successful with that, we went to multi-unit buildings. We bought a fourplex and this triplex, which cost $241,000. It brings in $2,910 in rent and it produces $1,100 in cash flow. That's a 17% return on investment. Multifamily properties are amazing for cash flow. Also, you never really lose money. If somebody moves out and an apartment is empty for a month, the other units carry it. So a little bit more work, a few more visits. There are 3 kitchens and 3 bathrooms rather than 1, but the payoff is wonderful. The last North Bay property that I'll tell you about today was a 4-bedroom house that we got for $125,000, $125,000. It brings in $1,400 a month in rent, and we get to keep $550 of that. How did I get an income property for $125,000? It's a fixer-upper. And by fixer-upper, I mean it needed some cosmetic changes. A paint job makes things look fresh and wonderful. Laminate floors, new hardware on the kitchen cabinets, a good cleaning, and then it was good to go. So, I've proven it. There are great deals to be had in Ontario, but you have to look north. And I hope this video has been informative for you and you see some new possibilities in the real estate market. Real estate can get you money in your pocket every month. It can build you financial security and multi-generational wealth. That is wealth you can pass on to your kids or whomever else. How would your life be different if your parents bought 10 properties when you were a young person? How would that be different for you? This is doable. Now, for you busy, hardworking people who don't have the time to do this on their own, my company called Invest North can help you do all of this. We find wonderful cash flowing income properties in affordable markets. We fill them with responsible, respectful tenants that are going to treat your place right. And we help you get financing. We can handle property management, and we will give you 1 year of mentoring, us being available to you to help you with whatever. So if this is something that you're interested in, contact us at this address below. And remember, the best time to buy real estate is yesterday.